Konnichiwa. Hello. So you might be able to hear that my fiance is doing some hoovering downstairs, so that's why I'm upstairs. What I wanted to talk about today was, ta-da, there we go. Not quite so near, not quite so big face. What I wanted to talk today was about the supposed connection between video games and violence. Recently, there's been some theories that actually video games that have violent content can lead to violent behaviour among people and cause people to go off and commit violent crimes. I know in the past there's been a whole range of different genres that have been given the blame for various violent crimes and acts committed. Marilyn Manson, for example, was once blamed for the Columbine massacre. Natural Born Killers, apparently, this is a film, it apparently spawned copycat killings across America, including Columbine and Heath High. I struggle to see how these different things could possibly have been the cause of such atrocious and tragic events. To me, let's take video games for an example. I just can't see how a video game could possibly cause somebody to go out and commit a series of violent, bloody murders, really. Okay, so, basically, you take a game like Grand Theft Auto. This is the very cleaned up description, but this is a game that encourages you to go around, steal cars, kill people, have sex with women, in very violent scenarios, and you actually get awarded points and things like that for actually going out and successfully committing these, atrocious acts. I think any reasonable human being playing this game would not not look at this and think, this is what I aspire to be. This has influenced me to go out and commit these copycat crimes. I just can't see how any reasonable human being would ever think along those lines. So I think that there's a lot of fear involved. I think whenever a terrible thing happens and there's an investigation into the perpetrator, the person who committed the crime, and they find a video game or a film or a type of music within the collection, it's easy to look for scapegoats and make excuses and say that that is the reason this person went out and committed the crime, without looking for other answers. I think there's a whole host of reasons why people go out and commit violent crimes, but I don't necessarily believe things in the media are to blame. For example, I think that people are more influenced by what they've experienced, and I think that a lot of people who go out and commit these violent crimes, these high school shootings, etc., are made to feel very isolated. I think they're victims of bullying a lot of the time. I think that they've had rejection throughout their lives. They may even be victims of some kind of assault or abuse from somebody they trust, a parent, a teacher, some kind of family member, other kids at school. I think that isolation, that alienation from society, makes them feel like they need to fight against that. And I think that's what really causes people to snap one day and to go out. Like a straw that breaks the camel's back. I don't think they take influence from the music, the game, the film. I think they actually feel so isolated that they're driven completely insane by the actions of others, and that's what makes them go out and do it. I'm not trying to say that I condone their behaviour in any way, shape or form. I just don't believe that these things in the media are to blame. Personally, I see video games, music, film, etc. as a healthy outlet for these frustrations that may be built up. I think we all have times where we feel isolated, like we don't feel part of something, but I think that if you're in some way into a game, a music genre, a film, that you find like-minded people who are also into those things, and it makes you feel part of a collective, part of a family. It takes away that isolation, and you can channel your frustrations into whatever it is that you're interested in. It's a healthy outlet. I don't think you can blame these different media outlets at all. I think that they are useful. I think they actually help psychologically. And I think that they help to create a healthy and, more positive outlook for people. It brings people together. So I think stop looking for scapegoats in these different things and and start looking where the real issues are. This is just my opinion, but as someone who has played violent video games through their lives and yet wouldn't hurt a fly, this is just how I view it. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.